The midget part would be awesome.
I'm 8 years old.
Yeah. Quick, run from the dinosaurs.
And just on a on a quick note, people, we mentioned George Powell's name. I won't dwell on this, but this is a very underrated director. Go and look at this guy's body of work, and we don't mention him a lot, but he gave us some sci-fi classics that people still remember today, but we just don't know his name. So,
and he produced
When Worlds Collide.
Yeah, and you watch it, and it does very much feel like he directed it, to be honest.
No, George Powell was he was overshadowed by Walt Disney during his time, but which is unfortunate, but great guy.
Mouse.
Yeah, that fucking mouse just swamping everybody, eating everybody. Oh, all right, let's see what
What's
we got
up next,
here.
Corey?
All right. Oh,
What we got on the menu?
Oh man, maybe we're at the end. Maybe that was it.
At the end already?
Yeah, that was all, man. That went pretty fast. I thought I had more here.
Well,
we can. Somebody wrote. If you just want to know something interesting.
Yeah, I'm always dying.
Yeah,
to know
who's not up
you
for
know
anything
me.
interesting? Of course.
I'm all about interesting, partner.
Let me see what we got here, because somebody turned in a good blog post, and let me see who did it. Mm-hmm. Well, I can answer something right here. Because Santos had a 2-part question.
Two-parter. Oh,
no,
boy.
he just can't ask one. Oh, here's what he says. He says, and there's something else I've been meaning to ask you.
Oh, really?
What is the difference between Austin's Alamo Drafthouse Theater and the ones in other parts of Texas, like, say, San Antonio?
They're in San Antonio.
Exactly.
There
location. There you go.
There
right
you go.
there. No. You have the business located here in Austin, and you have the affiliates and the franchises in other places. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Alamo Drafthouse is, it was founded by Tim and Carrie League, two people who took a parking lot in the warehouse district here in Austin, and I think 1997, I believe. Do you know?
Your guess is as good as mine, Corey.
Okay. Well, I believe it's 1997, and they took a parking lot and decided to turn it into a movie theater, where you can not only go in and eat, but you could also have a beer. And it would just kind of change the movie watching experience. And that concept took off so well that they started to have different locations in Austin. I think right now we're up to, 4?
I think about 4. Let me see. There's South, downtown.
Yeah,
at least 4. Yeah.
Okay, we
four.
have downtown. We have Lake Creek, which is way up north from us. Yeah,
the Anderson location,
and then we have the Anderson Lane location. Then we have South. So that's
the
4.
Village, which is
So we have 4 locations here. Now they have some. And I think they have a business in Houston too, like the business locations.
Yeah.
But then we have some other franchises, like they have one in Virginia, I believe. They have the San Antonio location is a franchise, I believe. Now, I believe me, I'm not an expert on this, but what really distinguishes, and Alamo Drafthouse was voted one of the best, the best theater in America by Entertainment Weekly,
and it is, and it deserves it.
It deserves it.
They as many events as those guys, pull and are able to get those guys are able to get almost any director who is just cool and is willing to, hang out with a bunch of geeks. Those guys can do it. I mean, they get Kevin Smith, they get George Romero. It's amazing. I mean, obviously Robert Rodriguez, Quentin
Tarantino has QT Fest.
Quentin Tarantino, yeah, he's the biggest supporter. They are just able to pull all these really cool events. They do the roadshow tours, which is basically, they'll go and play the movie where Close Encounters took place, as far as,
traveling road shows.
Yeah, the traveling road shows, yeah.
And I guess, co-host, that's what you're right about. That's the biggest difference between them and the other business locations are the franchises. Is that the original location here? Now, the original location, which was the parking lot, that's changed already. They sold that. It's a nightclub now. They're down on 6th Street, which they took over another nightclub in the Ritz. It's called the Alamo Ritz.
Yeah, the Alamo Ritz. Yeah.
And they get. As you see, what you just mentioned are the special events. It's going to be here in Austin that those ideas are going to be created, they're going to be thought about, and they're going to occur here. And as a matter of fact, more of those events have been happening down south. because there's better parking there.
Right.
And so you're going to get all the events where the directors come in. You're going to get things like Button-O-Mathon.
Fantastic Fest
yes.
took place at the Alamo South Lamar location.
Yeah, the recent Fantastic Fest took place there. So all of your special events where people come in, your guests, your celebrities, your directors, and all your festivals like Button-O-Mathon, QT Fest, and Fantastic Fest, those are going to be happening here in Austin because Austin's the original baby. So
that's right, and you were right, Corey. It was founded in 1997.
I'm not so bad. My memory's not so bad.
We do know some of our shit.
Yeah, believe it or not, people. Everybody thinks I play the dumbass there, but I know a little bit of things.
I'll take that flat, Corey. I'm the dumbass.
I think people take us both as the dumbasses here. But hey, you know, deep down.
Sorry, my movie knowledge isn't deep for you.
But yeah, so I thought it was because I remember when I was working downtown when they were building that place, and I mean, it's that's the biggest thing. I mean, your events are going to take place here in Austin. I don't know what they do with the other franchises,
right?
So I can't really.
I don't know.
Say.
I hope they're serving beer. I mean, because honestly,
they got to, man.
That's the one thing that sets them apart. Yeah. So
I mean, even more than the food.
If you go to an Alamo Draft House and they're not serving beer, yeah, you need to write the owners.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
I'm sure there's something really wrong with that.
You at a different theater. You're at the Anime Draft House or something. So.
Must be in the Bible Belt.
But man, they serve some good food. Sometimes some of it is great, some of it's a little overpriced, I think, but all of it's good. My favorite thing to get is the goat cheese salad.
What? That's not food. That's something I throw out to the goat.
That's cheese for goats. You see me at the fighting the goat.
Sicko, yeah.
Man, get your ass back. This is my salad.
Some llama food.
See me and the goat out there fighting and I lose. My salad. But
I'm eating my own milk.
Gross. Cannibalism. This is cannibalism. But no, I did have one question I forgot to put here. Speaking on things where people are asking me what I know. Look, people,
what do you know, Corey?
Man, there's two questions here. There's been one question where people have this is one of the few times I want to come out and just say this to people because I don't want people to get the wrong idea.
Yeah.
For this site, the biggest thing for me that works is our humor.
I like. Well, I can't comment on that. I don't know what people think about.
When I say that, I mean that we're not sitting around trying to prove how much we know about movies.
Oh no.
We're not sitting around trying.
God knows I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're trying to be entertaining.
Yeah,
nobody wants us to be a bunch of eggheads sitting around saying, "Hey, we know this.
Let me prove my knowledge to you." Are you sure? Did you read the last couple of Cohen's comments?
Fuck them. A couple of people, if they want that kind of shit, let them go read some other website where they do that. I mean, we want to come across as guys because that's what we are. We're just guys who we like movies. We say what we know, and
you guys are guys.
Yeah,
I'm a robot
one machine right here.
Happens to be stuck in the middle.
You have the personality of a guy, so otherwise I'd be trying to hump you too. But
hey,
but you don't have that voice.
Stay back.
Get going out of here. Here now. No, we just want. If we know something, we know. If we don't, we don't.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so we'll try to look it up for you. At least I'll try.
There was an email that was sent to me that kind of bothered me a little bit. I don't think. And when I thought about it, I thought back. I don't want to say who it is. I don't even want to mention it.
Okay, just say what it. Yeah,
it was just. It just came across because I don't want people to think. I don't think people really. After thinking about it, I don't think people really feel this way. But it just said one person thought that people putting somebody was putting a bad image of me out there, saying that things like I lie in reviews. I'm a guy who's drunk out in the middle of the streets fighting people. I'm sleeping with a different woman every weekend.
That part is not true. I'll let you know now.
I'm pretty lame.
Corey's always hanging out playing video games around here. So. Yeah. If humping girls on Grand Theft Auto is scoring, then yeah, he's a player like no other.
I don't have time to do any of that stuff. I mean, come on. But the biggest thing that bothered me is people. One guy said, "You think I'm coming on here lying about what we do in reviews? I'm trying to be smarter." Somebody else even came. now somebody wasn't criticizing, but somebody else came in and said, "It seems like a lot of people." associated with your group knows a lot of things, knows a lot of celebrities, and they're not afraid to mention it. And there's something to the effect of, I don't have the email in front of me, but it was something to the effect of, it sounds like you know people sometimes it doesn't. If you know people, then why don't you tell those stories? Why don't you say anything? If you don't, then why does everybody know more than you do? Look, let me tell you something. First of all, I come on here and I sound stupid for a reason, because I do want to lighten things up. I want to entertain people.
We're just shooting the shit. We're hanging out.
That's me. I want to sit down and just like you and I. I mean, this is not an act. What you and I are talking right here. This is
if this were an act, no, I'd have all my shit together. I'd have everything scripted. I'd have all my movie knowledge all written down right in front of me, reading that shit. IMDb right in front of my face. Yeah. I'm sorry, but
there wouldn't be so many arms. Who's that girl? No, this is us being real, okay? I mean, but sometimes we're under the guys. We upplay things, okay? Yeah. And I'll play the role of the idiot, or the guy who's a womanizer, or the guy who's out there getting drunk all the time.
God knows all the other guys are helping you out with that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some of those stories are based in truth. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everybody's gone through periods. I've gone through periods of women, alcohol, and just being stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm so busy these days. I'm not even paying attention to that.
Hey, how can you?
Who wants to?
Hey, I'm too busy banging chicks. How can I pay attention to that? You know, I bang them over the head with my head. So I'm constantly banging, Corey, and I just don't have time to sit down.
Banging your head against the wall.
And pay attention. What Joe Fro, who's on the site every hour on the hour.
And I don't
have time to worry about his comments.
And when I say alcohol and then women, don't get me, I'm not some gigolo, and I haven't gone to Alcoholics Anonymous or anything. I wasn't even that bad in those areas. Yeah. But I just don't want people to think that basically a lot of people think
number one, you cannot help what people are going to think.
That's true.
I'm sorry. So don't even try to solve that.
You're
it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Take it from me.
That's
3000. The more people want to talk about you, Corey, that means the more they're interested in you. All right, buddy?
That's true.
Bad press is good press. When people are talking shit about me, I'm glad they're talking about me. Because you know what? They got me on the fucking brain. You know what? And my real fans, they're all banging girls. They ain't all wasting their time over here going, man, co-host, you suck, man. Fuck off, couple of co-hosts, you son of a bitch. You don't know nothing about movies. You suck.
Well, it's the same thing with you, man. I don't want people thinking bad shit about you, so I don't want people thinking bad shit
Corey,
about you.
I don't care.
Okay.
Corey, all those guys, they're all dead already. They just don't know
it yet. They don't know it yet. Well, the thing is, the most important thing to me is that all this other stuff, gay, gigolo, drunk, what?
You're a gay gigolo.
I'm a gay gigolo. Hey, you guys think about that, but one thing that I do not do, and I don't think anybody else really intentionally does, none of us really intentionally do this, is we don't lie about things in reviews. We try to tell who we are. I mean, what do we got to gain by it? Nothing. Nobody comes here and lies about this shit, okay? I mean, nobody needs to. The other thing, as far as, and this goes for all of us, all right? As far as talking about who we know, what do we know, and look, I can tell you.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, look, I can tell you stories. Name dropping is not my thing, and I hate people who do it. Yeah. I mean, if you want to know the truth, I can sit up here and tell you about a couple hours worth of stories about directors I've seen, people who would stop me in the street and say, "Hey, Corey," but you know something? You spend 30 minutes with somebody, even if they know who you are, even if they stop and say hi and whatnot. Yeah. That doesn't make you buddies with them.
Exactly.
It doesn't make you friends.
You're absolutely right. God knows I've talked to my share of famous people, whatever, but you know what? We're not talking about movies.
Yeah.
We're just shooting the shit.
Exactly.
And you know what? And that's my shit. That's my shit. It's not your shit. That's my shit.
Yeah. Now, there'll be a time.
Why do I want to share it? Yeah. If we feel like it's entertaining and we think it's gonna pique some, you know, just if we just think it's something cool to talk about, we'll bring it up, but no, I don't give a shit. Corey, I don't give a shit who you're talking to.
And some people might be impressed by that, but it's not my deal. I don't think it's your deal. To sit up here and talk about, I know this guy. I mean, that just makes you sound like an asshole. I don't like when people do it to me. It's not impressive who you know, because you know what? They did this shit. You just know them. You don't know it. You didn't do what they did. So what makes you so special? Yeah. The other thing is that, I mean, like I said, I know some people actually who are famous and would actually talk to me, but if I told you that, what would that prove to me?
Exactly.
Other than like, I'm insecure and I need to make myself worth more evident to you by talking about somebody else I know.
Let me just say this. If I was hanging out with Megan Fox and Scarlett Johansson, I ain't telling nobody. Because you know what?
Exactly.
All those motherfuckers are going to want to be hanging around with me. fuck them. Those are my girls. You leave them alone. If I see you looking at them, your ass is dead. You're dead.
Yeah. I mean, Leon could tell you stories about a couple of people that he knows that he hangs with that are famous. And you know what? He doesn't because he's cool.
No, he's
Nobody
cool,
wants to hear that shit.
Exactly.
I mean, we don't need
And you
to
know
hear
what?
that.
And famous people find out you're talking shit. I mean, you're bragging about it. They don't want to be around you anymore.
Exactly.
I guarantee it.
Yeah. Nobody wants to hear that shit. So
So when I hear it, I don't want to hear it. You're telling your friends you're hanging out with co-hosts, you're talking to co-hosts. Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah,
Man. Get the fuck away.
I mean,
you're dropping my name for what? What are you getting out of this? What
Yeah.
are you getting that I should be getting? Huh?
nobody, yeah. I mean, we all have stories, man, and I mean, really, none of us wants to name drop. So maybe one of these days you'll get them if in private. Maybe we'll say something, but we're not gonna sit up here and be like, "Hey, you know who I hung out with this week? You know what I did with? Hey, let me tell you a story about this famous person I was with." Hey, coming from me. I mean, it's just.
Let me tell you who I'm hanging out with, Corey. I'm hanging out with Shithead McGee right over here, and he's a lot cooler than any director you'll ever meet.
And that's the other thing about it. Like, why do you want to drop some famous person's name when you got so many friends who are famous that you're hanging around?
Yeah, how
that you
come
see
you're
all the
not talking
time.
about those poor sons of bitches?
I'd rather tell you about some dude that I know who's a friend of mine
Yeah.
who's not famous making a film. Like, hey man, this motherfucker over here is spending $5 on a movie.
I'll tell you about a friend of mine right now who used to go out. He used to videotape bums. He
Clay?
used to go and no, not Clay. My buddy named Ricky. He used to go out with him and his buddies, and on a Friday night, you know, while the kid and these, I remember.
How come I don't see these
when
people coming
guys
to the
were-
studio talking to you? How you know these people?
Yeah, I got my. Don't you worry about that.
Your internet
But
friends?
no, man, these guys would go out like on Friday nights and go hang out on the drag and film these bums, and they'd have these bums singing like Iron Maiden songs. You see a bum on the video going, "Don't be afraid of the dark," and then like the best part of this video was. There's some reason they were talking shit to one of the bums. Like, they all know each other, so they were kind of friends. So he's like, "Man, shut up, Rod. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You son of a bitch." And the guy got up, and him and his friends, they were laughing, and they started chasing him. So
I remember this story.
So like the
I
guy's
love
running,
this.
the guy is running almost backwards with the camera while you see these bums chasing, and it's like it's almost like a Diary of the Dead. You see these kind of slow moving bums. They look like zombies, and so he grabs the camera, right? He runs into this garage. He moves the camera to where all you see is like the brick from the garage. And then he moves it out to where you can see the outside. And as soon as he moves that camera, he moves it to the right. All you see is this bum's face just go appear and go, "Blah!" I swear to God, that's like the best horror film ever. And no one will ever see it.
Not even living homeless people.
Yeah, that should have been turned into a goddamn series. Every time he brought one of those tapes over, I'd be like, "Throw it on, please."
Man, you've told me these stories. I've been dying for years to actually see these tapes. As a matter of fact, I know you know these people.
Yeah, I do.
Because I was in a Furs. Now the Furs is the equivalent. I don't know what people
It's
have
like
around the country. People have Piccadillys or Lubies, but I met that guy.
Ricky?
Yeah, I met him in a Furs cafeteria.
Awesome.
And he was like paying in front of me, and he's like, "Hey, you know co-host?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, fuck, you know co-host." He's like, "I am that buddy of mine." But he's like, "Yeah, man." I said, "Are you the guy that filmed the bums?" And he's telling me about those, and he said he's going to show them to me, but. Everything that you were telling me, because it was coming from him and he was there, it's like it's even worse than what you said. it's like he gave me more detail.
Yeah.
Like how these bums got up and they chased him and shit. Like what he told, I was like fascinated. I want to see these tapes, man.
All right, I think I still have contact with some of those guys. I'll try to see what I can dig up.
I'll be great,
I always
man.
tell those guys. I mean, God, I wish I don't know what they're doing right now, but I would kill to grab those tapes and just throw them on YouTube. I mean,
they should be on YouTube.
They should. I tell them. I mean, I haven't talked to them in a few years. But,
I mean, we got
I
bum
would kill-
fights and whatnot.
Yeah, these are far more entertaining than bum fights, and you don't feel bad at the end after watching it. You know? So yeah, it's funny how much of the guys I used to know, how much material and stuff they had that if it was on YouTube, it would make a killing, dude. I swear to God.
Why hasn't he done that?
Because those guys got caught up in life, I guess they missed the YouTube boat.
I mean, you saved that
I
shit.
know.
For just
Well,
some
they have.
occasion.
They still have. At least that's what they tell me. So
All right.
Anyway.
Okay, next, I just want to mention real quick this party on the 18th.
Party time! Party! Pizza party!
No,
Is
ain't
that what
no
it
pizza.
is? Pizza party?
No, I'm gonna bring some steakums for people. Cook those up. No, I just want to mention this real quick.
Go for it.
Just remind people that it's on October 18th. That's a Saturday.
That's right, Saturday. Party time.
Yeah, over at Mother Egan's. I'll be putting up the party video again.
Party Central. Yeah.
If you don't know what Mother Egan's is, look it up online. You'll find it. Somebody even videotaped a walkthrough. Some creepy looking guy. Some guy videotaped going through.
I saw that.
Did you see it? Did you see? And he's like, I'm going to videotape myself now.
I had to turn it off. I was so creeped out. And it wasn't like he was videotaping girls. He was videotaping a place. I never thought videotaping a place could be so creepy.
I know. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Mother Egan's. Look,
Here's the front door.
and here's the back.
Things I do to that back door.
This is where I'm getting thrown out. But it's look it up online, Mother Egan's. You'll find the address because I don't know it by heart. And again, it's not a party for promotion or something to try to get people to join the site. It's just an appreciation party for people to come out. So far, I think we got about 5 people coming in from different states.
Awesome.
I know, that's kind of crazy.
All 5 of them? Awesome.
All 5.
All of our fans. All 5 of them. Yes.
No, I'm
going to be a
there.
party. Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll have a few people coming in from around Austin. So it should be fun. Just want to remind people, October 18th, Mother Egan's, 6 p.m. till probably close. And I'll probably have some people over to my place for an after party. There's a few people who want to come and do a cold ones with us or whatever it is that you and I are doing right now, whatever this is called.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
they want to come and be a part of this?
I think they just want to come and see what it's like. So
all right. Well,
it depends how many people come. They can either be a part of it or we'll rotate them in and have them talk. I mean, if they're in town, do you mind? Okay, I take that as a yes.
Yeah. What am I going to do? Stop them?
No, I'm just wondering.
No. I think that would be kind of cool, actually. So, yeah.
Okay, then.
They can hang. Yeah.
All right. So
if they're cool and they're not crazy, yeah, they can definitely hang. All right. I'm not scared.
Have them coming to my house after the party. I hope they're not crazy. So we'll see how that works out. So there you go.
Awesome.
All right. Okay, people. I guess we'll go ahead and close out now. I just want to say I'm sorry for being late this week with a lot of stuff. I had to go see my dad. I had defensive drive. I just got back. That's why I was late coming doing this tonight. I apologize to you.
Dude. Hey, no need to apologize to me.
But to go see my dad is at the VA hospital. My dad is like pushing like 80 something now. He's like,
how's your dad doing?
Man.
I'm sorry to ask.
No. My dad, I went there tonight and I tried to, earlier today, and I tried to bond with him.
Oh.
Like I went in
right.
and I gave him a hug and I was like, hey, Dad, I love you, man. You're looking really good. And we sat down and talked and I was like, how's people taking care of you? How are things going? I was like, and I tried to bring up some memories. Like, I remember that time when you did this for me. And he looked at me and just like, I thought he was really listening. I guess he was zoning out because he looked at me like, son, get me a hamburger.
That's usually how I treat you. Host, you've been doing really great with a couple of comments. Hey, dude, you mind going and grab me, go grab me some oil or something.
Get a hamburger. Hamburger. You don't even eat hamburgers. Put it on my head.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, would I get a hamburger? When the nurse came in and told me, so like, he likes hamburgers from Sonic. Get him a Sonic hamburger and tater tots.
And not only is he giving you orders, but she's giving you orders.
Yeah, I was like, okay. She's like, and he likes sweet tea with no ice. I was like, oh, jeez.
Damn, what are you, his girlfriend or something?
What are you doing to my dad in here? Free hand jobs or something? What's going on?
I wish.
But, it took me back to the time when I was sick and my dad called me up and, cause I was at home and my dad asked me, what do you have an appetite for? And I was like, a pizza. And he went and got me. And like, it was for my dad to leave, cause he had this gas station that he used to run and there were alcoholics and drug users that he hired to run a gas station. I mean, I don't know why he never
hey, it's cheap labor. I'd hire him.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times at the middle of the night people come to my house and be some toothless guy. Hey, little Coleman, what's going on? Well, where your daddy at?
Hey, I tell you what, you don't have to worry about the place being robbed when the robbers are actually working for you. So,
they came out to the house in the middle of the night, saying, I need $20, Mr. Coleman. They wouldn't just want to go get drugs or alcohol or
right.
A woman would show up and Mike's in jail. Jesus, man.
Great.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird time, but but yeah, no, my dad. Thank you for asking, man. I just want to let you know that's why I was late.
No, I know, and you don't have to worry about it.
But yeah,
I got plenty of things to do here, Corey. Don't you worry.
Man, you know what we'll do next week?
What should we do?
Of course, we'll do more email, but we're running a little long right now, so I don't want, because this will open up a whole new, show. Let me just say, I'll remember it for next week, and it'll be old news, but I want to talk about it. MDS, one of our members, wrote a really good blog about James Earl Jones. I think I was in New York when this came up, so I didn't have a chance to put it up. But it's really cool about him winning his first SAG award, which he should have won a long time. Yeah, Jesus. Finally, yeah.
It's amazing to find out people who've never won shit are.
Yeah, James Earl Jones. Yeah,
you look it up and you're like, wow, he's never won anything before.
Which would have been my speech, when I got up there. You motherfuckers, it's about time I won this shit.
It's about time, son of a bitches.
Exactly. You fuckers finally give me this when I'm about to die, you mother.
Notice some real talent.
I'm God. Fuck Morgan Freeman, I'm God.
I'm Batman.
That's what they should have had. You know what? That's what they should have had happen. They should have had Christian Bale put on the mask, and like with Darth Vader, all of a sudden he's talking like James Earl Jones.
Hey, I'd buy that.
I'm Batman. Why am I turning to Walter Cronkite all of a sudden?
Well, the drugs.
But hey, people, go online and look up. I used this in a video a while back, but go online and look up this YouTube video of James Earl Jones on Sesame Street, reading the alphabet and counting.
I remember. Okay, I've seen that. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, let me see. I got it.
Put it on.
I got it right here. I mean, when that dude fucking reads the alphabet, every school system needs to have a James Earl Jones, because everybody would learn with him talking. You will listen to me. Okay, shit, you're right. But they got his ass here. I'm gonna have to unplug this and see if I can get down to it. But
and I'm sure once we put this up, we'll if I catch it, I'll try to throw the video up.
But you know, people are gonna throw it up there.
Yeah, they're gonna throw it up anyway.
But they got it, and it's James Earl Jones. He's young. Like everybody's used to seeing that nappy head, gray hair named James Earl Jones.
Corey's grandpa.
Yeah, exactly. My dad. What are you talking about? That's the way my dad should have told me. Get me a hamburger.
Now, Corey.
Cheese, tater tots.
And you leave, and he tells the nurse, I have you now.
I know you told the Rebel Alliance my location, and they stopped my hamburger from coming to me. But no, let me see here. I'm going to stop this, but I'm going to play this for a little bit. I mean, because if I think they didn't let him on Sesame Street anymore because he was scaring people.
Fuck yeah, he was Darth Vader back then. Are you kidding me?
B, motherfucking C. All right, let's listen to this. Hold on, let me stop this. Stop it. Where is it? Stop. All right, hold on. I'm far away from across the room. Let's see this shit here.
A, B,
and meanwhile, he looks like he's on drugs. Look at this.
C.
He sounds like he's on drugs.
Look at him. He's like all dazed.
D, E, F.
Looks like Al Qaeda has him.
H,
I'm expecting to see a gun on
J.
the corner of the screen, like pointed right at his head.
He's got a black turtleneck on, looking straight at the screen, and like that's his letter to read before Al Qaeda slices him up.
Yeah.
L,
This is the alphabet. Just read it.
M, N.
God. Why is he staring at me so intensely? Oh no! What happened during the O part?
P.
Meanwhile, it looks like he's getting a blowjob or something while he's reading this.
Yeah, or he's concentrating on something. I'm gonna end up like Scanners, and my fucking head's gonna explode looking at this guy.
S, T.
Teeth all short.
But terrific.
U,
You Corey.
V,
V for vagina.
W, X, Y, Z.
Damn,
Nice.
Oh shit! Oh no! We don't want to hit it.
Not
Get on out of here. What was it you said?
My favorite part is when he said
B
for big booty bitches.
I would love to hear that. Him as
Oh
a
my
pimp.
God.
B.
Yes.
A for your ass. But no, that was the weirdest thing I saw, man. I forgot what I did a webcam on, but I looked up James Earl Jones, and those videos came up, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck, James Earl Jones was on, and he's wearing a black turtleneck, and he's got a bald head, and he looks, I mean, he's like a good looking guy, man,
Yeah.
back then. Yeah, he's like, I don't know how old he was. Looked like he was like 22 or some shit.
Oh, there's plenty of those James Earl Jones videos. I mean, you look up. There's one for Darth Vader where he's spouting out old lines. Somebody synced in. I
saw that.
One of his old films. Yeah, to Darth Vader, and it's fucking hilarious.
I saw that. No,
Yeah, I wish I could remember the movie he was.
now you get
spouting
your
out
black
lines.
ass in there and keep quiet and shut up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There
I
you
saw
go.
that when he's
That's
talking to Princess
awesome.
Leia like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Now look here, little mama. You get your black ass in there and be quiet. Shit, Jesus.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, you gotta look up these old things. But man, this dude is good, has a great body of work. We won't even go into it right now.
Right.
Look at his 1971 film, The Great White Hope, and you'll see how great of an actor this guy. You see like the strong, really imposing but great James Earl Jones in that movie. He's a boxer in that film. I mean, just I don't want to go into it just because.
Right. And of course, don't forget about the classic Conan.
Oh.
Come on. He's badass in that movie.
No, I would not count that. I won't.
I loved it when he turned into a snake, Corey.
And did the snake talk like that too? Ah, sis, hiss. But all right. So anyway, that's our show, everybody.
Yeah, that's it.
We read a lot of email tonight.
It's our first new show.
Yeah, you and I, man. The first official email show.
Official
What do you think?
email.
What, I mean,
We're going to have to change that name.
What
but
email with Corey and co-host? You know,
I
like
don't
that?
know. We'll figure out something cool.
Man, we've been trying to figure this out for the long-
We got to get email out of there.
Because you know, on this show, it's going to be a couple of cold ones with Corey and co-host.
Oh,
again.
no.
I don't know what name we got, man. The
We'll
Don.
think of something really cool. Hey,
I don't want to put a name up there until we actually have something cool.
exactly. No, exactly. I'm down.
I'm just going to put
Hey,
email with Corey and co-host. Until we
Call
think
me
of something.
crazy, but I'll even let some of our fans think of some crazy shit.
The Don gave us some. I don't know if you know the Don, but the Don, that's a good user on there. Yeah, you people on the comment section, give us some suggestions
Exactly. See,
based on what
we're
what
going to
you heard.
include you in on this craziness. Yeah. We're going to let you do our job. No, what am
Let
I
you
trying to
do
say?
our
We're gonna
job for us.
you do our job for us. Exactly.
Yeah. So if you got any suggestions, please let us know based on what you heard.
Yes.
Until then, I guess we'll see you next week.
See ya, kids.
All right. Good evening.
Get the hell out of here.